Hello everyone and welcome back to another edition of West Ham Fan TV's post-match reaction. This is normal practice on a midweek game since we can't go back to the studio as it's going to be too late. Boys, we just beaten Huddersfield 2-0, first win of the season, but it weren't that comfortable, was it?
What's first?
It was no, I'm going to rehash that. It was comfortable, it weren't that inspiring. No,
it weren't, but it was a job that needed to be done, wasn't it? We needed to go out there, get a win. A clean sheet's a bonus. Can't moan.
It's nice to be home. Yeah. It's nice to be home. Now, it was one of them games. I said the other day when I tweeted out I'd take a scrappy 1-0 win today. It was a scrappy win in the end, but I said to you, didn't I, a lucky goal, anything today. And Obiang's goal was obviously a lucky deflection, but things like that can change your season. Like you said, clean sheet for Joe Hart. That's going to give him a bit of confidence, and the team as well. And I thought the back four today, I mean, Collins, Font, Reed, I thought were good. Zabaleta was unbelievable. He's my man of the match today.
Same here, mate. It was superb. It's absolutely superb.
And Creswell was actually getting corners in.
I know.
His corners were all beating the first man, so maybe now he's the new corner taker. He's playing some good balls.
We looked at their lineup. A bit of a surprise that Andy Carroll started today, seeing as he's been out for nearly 6 months. But he was absolutely superb tonight, I thought.
He done what Andy Carroll does, doesn't he? He brings that to the game, won everything in the air. To be honest, I thought for the first 10-15 minutes, I thought they defended well against him. But then they haven't come across anything like him, have they? And not many defenders.
Sorry, I think that playing Carroll tonight was Bilic's last roll of dice. He loses tonight, he's out of a job, and he had to start his strongest team. And playing Carroll up front, and that's what he gives to you. He wins everything in the air, he chases balls down. Yeah, he got knackered towards the end, but like you said, he's been out for 6 months. But he got standing ovation when he went off, and well deserved as well.
The problem is we had to sacrifice Hernandez. That's the worrying thing for me. We've got to play the two of them up top, because.
Do you think it was just a case of needs must tonight? Because obviously Ayew was injured. Yeah. Obviously not fully fit.
Yeah, but you could have adapted the side in a way to you could have played Masuaku or Creswell out there. Look, at the end of the day, we won the game, and we're just picking holes in it. But
I'm not going to sit here and like you say pick holes at things, because we needed a win, and I don't care how we got it tonight. I mean, it's good momentum now going into West Brom away. They lost 3-1 at Brighton, so their heads are going to be down, but they're also going to be up for it on Saturday. But I think now we've got confidence going there, and players like Ayew getting a goal, give him a boost. Obiang as well. I thought he had a really good game. Obiang, he looked solid in there. I do think we missed Noble in parts. I mean, he wasn't even on the bench today. He must have picked up an injury.
For me, there was no organisation in the midfield whatsoever.
I don't think there's microphones on surround, so I've got to get you.
Right. No, it's you looked at Obiang and Kyoto in the middle. In the middle. They weren't picking up anyone. Their marking was they didn't know what to mark. They didn't know where to be. We got away with it, but against a better side, we'll come unstuck.
Yeah,
I think we kept Huddersfield's like the Moy in midfield. We didn't give him space to play. Ince as well had a quiet game. I thought him coming here,
didn't even realise he was on the pitch.
No. And like I said, we kept their most important players quiet. We done our job. There was a point where Bilic took off Hernandez, and I thought this could cost him his job. Brought Ayew on, but look, it worked out. We got 2 goals after that, and happy birthday, Bilic.
Yeah, happy birthday indeed. What do you think make of Huddersfield tonight? They offered very little, to be honest, and I was surprised. They've been in good form. They played some poor sides, but they've been in good form. Didn't really offer nothing tonight.
I thought they looked lost a bit on the big pitch. I think they looks a bit lost.
For once, it worked in our favour.
You look at obviously the games they won. Palace is a small pitch. Huddersfield's home ground is a small pitch, and they've won there, beat Newcastle and drew with Southampton. So it's the first time they've played on a big wide pitch like this, and usually like we sort of struggle on the big pitches, but they look lost. And like I said, we kept their main players quiet, and we went about our job. And like I said, I think Zabaleta today, he was unbelievable. I mean, like you said, he's 30, 32, 33, whatever he is, or however old he is.
No, I think he is 32.
And he's chasing balls down that Hernandez and Antonio should have been doing, and they're sitting back, and he's chasing them down and winning us corners.
I think he just knows a bit more. He's got a bit more experience than someone like Byram or Antonio, of course, and he knows when he can go. He knows when he has to drop. He knows when he can chase it up, and there ain't much danger. You know, and he showed a lot of energy tonight. I mean, that's an experienced Premier League defender.
It was a captain's performance,
Yeah.
wasn't it? It was a captain's performance for him. And no, like I said, he was my man match day. I know Antonio got it, and for me, Antonio played well as well, especially in that first half. He died down a little bit in the second half. But yeah, I mean, look, 3 points, 2 goals now.
Let's talk about the goal quickly.
Yeah. Great strike, meant that.
Could you have seen it coming any other way? They was getting hard to break down. Everyone was getting frustrated. Massive stroke of luck.
The timing of that goal was perfect because the crowd was turning.
Because of Hernandez.
Yep, that substitution, things not going right. Passes that were going astray in the first half, when they were doing it in the second half, you know, when leading up to that, the crowd were getting on people's cases, you know, and it come at just at the right time.
I mean, if we'd have walked out here tonight and like you said, just before we got that goal, you know West Ham over the years, the way it's been the last few weeks, you was expecting Huddersfield to score. Yeah. You know, you expect Huddersfield to go up there, nick a winner, and then it just... But you know what? Fair play to Bilic. He made that decision, and it's kept him in his job tonight for another week at least. But look, like we said, forget everything that's gone on the past few weeks with the Bald and Bilic and whatever. We had to just get behind the team tonight. Every player, they look like they was fighting out there today, and that's what they've been lacking a little bit this season. But look, 3 points, like I said,
I just felt there was a little bit more energy, especially from last year. At times we slipped back into the old routine when we just was lacking that little bit of creativity. We didn't know really what we were doing at times. You know what I mean? Like the rotation of the front three is baffling to me at times. I don't understand why they're doing that. And it wasn't even Hernandez coming over to place in the centre. It was Antonio and Carroll going on the wing. That baffled me at times. But saying that, I think there was a lot more energy than there was last year. I think there was a bit more pizzazz, if you know what I mean.
We used the width for the pitch for the first time. You know, Zabaleta, the balls, even Font. I thought he had a brilliant game. He's been absolutely awful. He was awful for Portugal during the summer. He was awful the first game for us. And, you know, he was getting forward. He put a couple of decent crosses in. You know, I don't know whether it was Reedy coming back or even the fact that there was 5 at the back. You know, everyone looked more confident. For a team that has lost 3 on the spin and only scored 2 goals and minus, 8 goal difference, our defence didn't look like that type of defence.
Yeah.
You know,
I thought that was very organised tonight.
Yeah, and like I said, and we've got an Anatovic coming back now. He's served his suspension. That's going to be a big boost as well. Like I said, Ayew getting a goal, massive boost. Noble should be back for Saturday, whether he's going to play or not. But if we can just get the players fit and get that little squad, because our starting 11, it's not guaranteed, but it's a top 8 side. You know, everyone fully fit. But it's like, I do worry, I agree with you, I do worry that Hernandez is going to be sacrificed out on the wing just to suit Andy Carroll, and I don't think we should be doing that.
The thing is he going to be sacrificed out on the wing? Because, like you said, Janatovic is coming back. Lanzini's not far off. So you've got Antonio. Exactly. You know,
It's a good problem to have.
Yeah, but
That's what I'm saying. That's a good problem to have if you've just got, you're thinking, oh, I've got to leave Hernandez on the bench, when last season or whatever we didn't even know who was on the bench.
Antonio fans here. Yeah, go on.
I've lost now. Sorry.
Where was it?
One thing I do want to say as well, I've got to give credit to Huddersfield fans tonight. You know, to come down all the way from Yorkshire on the Monday night, and they was unbelievable from start to finish, non-stop singing. You know, it's tough. I mean, we've been away games on midweek, and we know what it's like when you've got to do these 5-hour round trips or 10 hours for them or wherever. You know what I mean? But fair play to them. But look, they go back pointless, and we go back with 3, and that's all we wanted. We don't care how we got it, but we got it.
And a clean sheet. Joe Hart's first, I think, in about 25 games. 25.
Got one for England.
25 league games. So, you know, that's for an international goalkeeper.
Yeah,
Confidence player.
Yeah, you've also got to think about what's been in front of him. I mean, he hasn't had the greatest defence in front of him this season. He's been let down a lot. And like I said, Reed coming back. People said to me, oh, Reed ain't all that. Listen, Reed showed tonight why he's our best centre-back. Because he makes them split decisions and he wins balls. I thought Collins, he won a lot of headers tonight. He was solid.
Was you a little worried, right, with that back 5 being announced? Because of the lack of pace with the 3 centre-halves.
I was looking for Noble. I couldn't find him. I was panicking.
We have to wait till I move the mic over because we're going to miss half your conversation.
Sorry.
Do it again.
Sorry, boss.
Sorry.
I was more worried. No, honestly, just going to miss the conversation. That's
Right,
all.
so yeah, where you were with the starting.
Started talking while I had it here again.
Sorry, boss.
Oh, Mickey, it's late.
With the back five, right? Were you worried about the pace, the lack of pace? Sorry, with Collins, Font, Zabaleta. You know, Criswell's the only player there really who had a bit of speed about
You know
him.
what? No, I wasn't really. I never felt threatened in the game. I never felt like they was going to create anything. I thought, to be honest with you, because of last season, because of like the last couple of games I've seen, I thought we'd be the architects of our own downfall if they was to score anything. They did it at the post, but that was the bar, but that was 2-0 up. They had one where Joe Hart had to get across, but again we was 2-0 up. But apart from that, they come for the point. They come a little bit unstuck. I don't think if that deflection would have went wide, I think they would have got the point. But then we had to force them out a little bit. I think Ayew was really good when he came on. I was really impressed with him. I thought Sacco looked a little bit lively for the 10 minutes he got as well. That's a great option to have again.
Bit of a mixed reaction when he come on, wasn't it?
Yeah, a little bit of a mixed reaction. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I do. I do agree with it because for me, what he's done, he's a good player on his day, but the way he throws his toys out the pram and demands things and all that, he ain't Lionel Messi, you know what I mean? He's Diafra Sakho we picked up from an unknown French team a few seasons ago, and we've made him a better player. And the way he treats the fans and the club, I think it's right. But listen, if he comes on, sticks two in the back of the net and keeps growing, I'm not going to... I'm going to celebrate. I'm not going to boo him if he does that, but he just needs to get...
I just wonder how long he's going to last there.
January.
The thing is, like I said in the preview, at the end of the day, he's here. If he's fit, play him, make use of him. You know, because we need players. The squad's not the biggest squad. We need players. So if we're paying his wages, I'd rather pay him to play on that pitch than sit and sulk in the reserves.
Okay, shall we start wrapping it up there?
Yes.
Yeah? Second goal came, Ayew, blah, blah, blah.
Confidence.
Yeah, confidence booster, definitely.
Without foul.
Yeah.
Without foul.
Yeah, he seems that sort of player, doesn't he? We know how much Swansea was a bit of a goal scorer. He hasn't scored many goals here, but look, when he come on, we was all thinking the same thing, weren't we? Oh, Jesus Christ, because he had the first couple of touches when all over the place. But look, he was there, right place, right time. Tapped it in, like you said, it would have been Hernandez or anyone to tap it in. He couldn't miss that. If he'd have missed that, Jesus Christ. But look, we move on to West Brom now. It's going to be a tough game. It always is at Hawthorns. We got spanked there last year when Masuaku started doing his silly handballs and penalties, and we were standing right there in front of it. So let's hope we have a performance like we did the season before when Noble got a couple and we ripped West Brom apart that day.
Scott?
It's, like Ryan said, it's going to be a tough game. Very, very tough game. Tight. But if we defend the way we did today, we'll be all right.
Yeah.
You know, they're not going to go at us. They're going to play the Pulis way, But yeah, I fancy us.
Yeah, I fancy at least a draw. Anyway, thank you very much for joining us on this edition of West Ham Fan TV's post-match reaction. Don't forget to go and follow us on Twitter at West Ham Fan TV, Facebook.com/West Ham Fan TV, on Volley at West Ham Fan TV. Volley.
You say that, volley.
Instagram, Twitter. Our website is now live. Dan, website address.
It's not ready yet.
Right, it's in progress.
It's nearly there. Nearly there.
All right, it's on the brink of being released. I think it'll be this week. Don't forget to go and check out the Thames Ironworks Community FC Challenge. Challenge. Channel. There was a
challenge.
yeah. That's what I was just about to say. Unfortunately, this week's game was abandoned due to a poor challenge. We're still undecided whether we're going to put that footage up. It's all down to the injured player. But you can find that tackle on social media and put your comments there. Don't forget to get involved in the conversation down below. Thanks very much for joining us. Once again,
Get well, George, as well.
get well, George Bennett. Yeah, warrior, absolute warrior. One thing left to say.
Yeah.
Come on, you irons.